Welcome to a free preview episode of what is behind the Delphin Pod Patreon page. So we talk a lot about this Patreon. We tell people to get over to this Patreon, and a lot of times people say, "Why?" And I say nothing.
And I say fair enough.
I say that's a good
Smart
point.
decision. Good.
You should be cynical and you should question everything, especially when it comes to the government. No, we play a lot of fun games behind the paywall. We talk about Star Wars books. We do special Marvel episodes. We talk about movies, a lot of favorite stuff. And this week, we are going to be playing a fun game that I didn't realize I titled BO Bonanza, and Brent thought it was Body Odor Bonanza, but it's actually Box Office Bonanza Versus Edition 2K 2022. So this is a game where, well, I'll explain the rules here in a bit.
I thought this was going to be about actually the show Bonanza, and I was like, whoa, I might know a couple of these answers.
I know. Which of these Bonanza actors smell like this BO?
Yeah.
And then you all get. But before we get into this game and the rules, let's introduce ourselves. My name's Emmanuel.
Hey, I'm Andrew.
Hey, it's Brent.
What's up? It's John.
And we're the Bonanza Boys. Rawhide. It's a different
Raw dog.
Raw dog. We are going to be going through. First of all, how much do you all know about Box Office? Is it a big deal in your life? Are you always looking at the ticker?
I'm not. I'm a part of the Snyder cult, so Box Office means nothing to me.
Wow. I'm subscribed to r/box office on Reddit.
Nice.
I will say
True.
that I follow it a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I guess I have followed it for quite a while, but that doesn't mean I have like a good fucking memory for
historical stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
We'll see.
Ironically was a math major, but I'm horrible with numbers, so no, I don't know. I can't relate.
Great. Perfect.
So here we go. I'm gonna be like, damn, I think it made like $10. I really don't pay attention to it. I go watch these movies that don't make a lot of box office as well. According to Martin Scorsese, some of these are theme parks that make a ton of money, but some of them do not.
Yeah,
and it makes no difference. I watch ones with no box office that stream,
like Tusk.
Was that
a shot at Kevin Smith?
I know. Wow, right away. We're naming movies. Well, Box Office is oddly a barometer for some movies' quality. For some reason, it is like the lead off of headlines. And sometimes, who cares? Especially Drew's right. A lot of things are streaming and they're going to be a big fat goose egg at the box office. 0. And we'll have a really big cultural significant more than some things.
And it's going to get an Oscar.
Yeah, they'll get an Oscar. The top 2 movies this year are streaming movies.
But barely any box office. Yeah.
Let's talk about this game. This game, I will be showing you 2 movies that have been made. Why did I have to say that? I'm going to be showing you 2 movies, and you will decide which of the 2 you think grossed more in the box office. Now, this is very important. The caveat to this game is this is all adjusted for inflation, so a level playing field all the way around. Okay, so
international,
and yes, this Brent, great question. I'm glad you asked that. This is international. We at Delphin Pod are a worldly company. We love the world. Drew's gone. Drew is America first.
Anti-globalist Drew is what you can expect on these Patreon pods.
Yeah. Also, I just realized Drew's name, and this might be a video on Patreon. Drew's name is
yelling it.
It's in all caps. He's yelling. How fast can you say your name, Drew? Like if I was like at it. Oh shit. That's so funny.
Fast,
what if we were at like a party and we've never met and I'm like, hey, what's your name? And you're like, Drew.
Yeah. JRU. Sure.
You had to think about that.
Yeah.
Delphin is just like,
I was about to be like, edit point? Okay, here we go. Here we go. And the other thing is everyone watching this or listening to this, you will not be able to see the chat box that the contestants we'll be chatting into. Everyone has the ability to earn a point. So that's not about who comes first.
It's about who comes hard.
Yeah, the hardest. So everyone will be able to get a point, but I will do my best to announce what people are writing. Are you all ready to play Box Office Bonanza Versus Edition 2K22? 2K22.
Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of Justice. Great. Here we go. And this is just to get you started a little, to wet your beak, dip a toe in. Here's our first two movies. The first two movies are E.T. or Star Wars. Yeah. Star Wars? E.T. or Star Wars? Which film, adjusted for inflation, made more money at the box office? Everyone chose E.T., and the answer is Star Wars. E.T. made $1.3 billion, and adjusted for inflation, Star Wars made $1.6 billion.
Oh, and I was thinking about the re-release, and I was like, are we counting re-release as well?
Yep, re-releases all count.
E.T.
You know what?
Got re-released.
The second I put E.T., I was like, I fucked up, and thankfully, John and both followed me into the breach.
Well, because I was thinking at first, like I'm sure at first, like the very first run, I don't think it would have beat E.T. and if they wouldn't have re-released it, obviously. But
for inflation, though, we gotta think about that.
Hey, everyone's talking about inflation.
I think it was a big gamble back then, so people were like, "Oh, like it would have been through like word of mouth to be like, hey, go see this movie." And so
I did do really. I mean, Star Wars did do super well. You're right.
Star Wars stayed in theaters for a year.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is like, damn, like holy shit! Like if it had only like a regular theatrical run, that's what I was thinking, and which is why I put ET. But then I really thought about it.
Yeah, it wasn't on Disney Plus like 90 days after or something. It was in the theaters for a year. People got to go year round to go watch Star Wars, which is kind of crazy. But this was supposed to be a layup. I am glad that it's not, because some of these I thought were a little too easy, but maybe not. Maybe
you guys be dumb.
Maybe you guys be dumb. Okay, here we go. So here are the next two movies. The Exorcist or Star Wars The Force Awakens. Which of these two movies made the most money? The Exorcist or Star Wars The Force Awakens? Everyone chose Star Wars The Force Awakens. And the correct answer is The Exorcist. The Exorcist made $1 billion, 11 million, and then Star Wars made $989 million.
So the next question, if there's a Star Wars movie, it's not it, guys.
John,
okay, so this is domestic, because I know Force Awakens made over $2 billion.
Inflation, Brent.
Oh.
This is so inflation is based on like the median ticket sale at the time, and then it's like adjusted up. There was like a big long thing explaining it on whatchamacallit, IMDb. It's fact.
Oh, so it can decrease?
Yeah. Oh, our dollar is worth way less now than it was worth a while ago.
So, Jesus. Well, now this is really gonna fucking okay.
So for example, I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, this may come up later.
Wait, is that in euros?
Here's the thing. Gone with the Wind, and this may come up, so I may have spoiled something. But Gone with the Wind is the highest grossing movie of all time because of inflation, because 500 million people watched Gone with the Wind. So adjusted for inflation, that would be like, insane amounts. Drew, this is not a.
That's gonna be my answer every time, because technically it's right.
That's true. Okay, here we go. Here's the next one. Okay. So far, big goose eggs all around.
Yeah. Fuck.
Here we go. Here's the next one. Dr. Zhivago or Avengers Endgame? Dr. Zhivago or Avengers Endgame?
For inflation, I feel like it, because the inflation thing, we have to. The safe bet would be to go with everything older, in a way.
I will say technically, yeah, everything older is worth more, but some movies can make, $2 billion is still $2 billion now. But yeah, Dr. Zhivago or Avengers Endgame. It's also crazy how much money has changed in a small amount of time. It's kind of mind baffling. Brent and John chose Dr. Zhivago. Drew chose Avengers Endgame.
I think it's Avengers.
And the winner is Dr. Zhivago. Dr. Zhivago, adjusted for inflation, made close to $1.150 billion. And Avengers Endgame made $870 million.
Check out Countdown to Infinity on the Duff and Pod Network on Patreon. And I'm just kidding.
Yeah, check out Director Showdown on the. We covered Dr. Zhivago, and that's kind of why I knew this answer. Honestly.
Okay, all right. That movie is really long. I guess Avengers Endgame is long as well, right? Those are both.
Zhivago, I think, is 3 hours 40 minutes. It's
Lord.
Lean is doesn't make lean movies. I'll say that, but Zhivago fucking rules. Yeah, I think it's number 5 on the overall adjusted for inflation list.
Isn't that wild? People were like, "Let's." Well, you know what?
It's good.
If you didn't have video games and TV wasn't like the biggest thing.
And you hated books, probably.
You hated books. What are the other reasons? Let's see. You don't have kids. You hate pets. Let's see. What other reasons would you go to the movies? You would go sit for like 4 hours in a movie because there's nothing else to do.
David Lean's like movies that were like super epically, like they're romantic and classical, but like they're epic in like every sense of that word. So like they're like journeys. They're pretty
in
cool.
some ways, he was kind of the proto Spielberg, right? Like most of his movies were really big.
Yeah. He inspired a lot of people. So yeah, the thing that's thrown me is that you're literally adjusting for inflation and deflation of modern movies because Avengers Endgame
I see what you're saying.
Like 3 billion or like 2 point whatever billion, and it's like here at 871 million. So yeah, the deflation component is really going to be throwing me, I think, for these. But
I am not sure the exact. Like
IMDb, look it up. They show you
I basically made this up. So I'm just kidding. No, it's I think it's I don't know what they're doing. I think it's like based on ticket sales or something weird like that.
Okay.
But here we go. Here's the next two: Snow White and the Seven Dwarves or Jurassic Park. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves.
Oh shit!
Jurassic.
This is. I don't know.
This one might be the first tricky one. It could be Jurassic.
Yeah, because Jurassic Park was just re-released last year or 2 years ago during the pandemic.
Also, Snow White, literally first animated film in theaters. So that's my thinking on picking it. But
you're right. So just to clarify, because I know we got a lot of mathies out there, it is adjusting for both inflation and deflation. So to when the dollar is the same.
What about reflation?
Reflation. So.
I've never seen movies adjusted for like. I guess essentially it's deflation. That's interesting.
Because it would be like Snow White would just be way crazy high.
Deflate
Gate
2022
where it was, But yeah, it's where the dollar's the same. So Brent guessed Snow White. John guessed Jurassic Park. Drew guessed Snow White. The answer is Snow White. Ooh. Snow White made $997 million. Jurassic Park made $839. So Brent, you have the lead with 2.
Cool. This one is my fucking game. Let's go.
Coming back.
Watch me jinx myself.
Yeah, no, John, let's whip his ass, John.
John on cue with the fucking musical themes of this evening.
Now do Jurassic Park. That's it. I'm Dino DNA. It's crazy that people are so insane about what gets nominated and wins Oscars. People don't
say that.
Snow. I know Snow White, right? That's Dr. Hammond. I'm Dino DNA. I just said everything wrong. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves got like a special Oscar that had we've seen it. It has like the big Oscar statue and then like the 7 small ones, and that counted. So
we saw it at the Academy Museum.
God damn.
They're all made up. You just give out little tiny ones with side ones. Who cares? Here's the next one: Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters, or Avengers: Infinity War. Ghostbusters or Avengers: Infinity War. Which of the two? You all guessed Avengers. Right? Yeah, you all guessed Avengers, and you're all correct. But it was pretty close. Ghostbusters would have grossed $650 million, and Avengers Infinity War $662. So everybody gets a point. So, it's not always the old one. Infinity War beat Ghostbusters. And
don't make you feel that good.
Yeah. I'm going to put that on a shirt. Anytime I see Bill Murray, I'm going to yell at him. Infinity War was beat
Ghostbusters.
Infinity War, I busted.
Okay. All right. Okay. Here's the next one: The Dark Knight and Jurassic World. The Dark Knight or Jurassic World. I
don't know.
I almost said The Dark World and Jurassic Knight.
You know what?
Yeah, I think it could have been.
These came out semi-close to each other.
The Dark Knight or Jurassic
really.
World?
It's like 10 years.
One before the recession and one after. So fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, the dollar cut in half the year after.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. It's Jurassic World. Would have grossed 700 million and Dark Knight 681.
Fuck Jurassic World.
Jurassic World made so much money, dude. It's insane.
I remember that. I remember it like
ridiculous.
Too much. Shouldn't have.
True. Too much money.
It shouldn't have.
And it's still going on too, which is kind of crazy, right? Like we're in the Jurassic World.
Annoying.
We're in it. 101 Dalmatians or Forrest Gump. 101 Dalmatians
oh my God.
or
I don't know
Forrest Gump.
Oh.
Brent and John guessed Forrest Gump. Drew guessed 101 Dalmatians, which means, Drew, you get a point. 101 Dalmatians is one of the highest grossing films of all time. It would have made $914 million, and Forrest Gump would have made $719 million.
Hey, I kind of like the Cruella reboot. Related, but not related to what we're talking about.
Ooh, that movie.
I'm going to watch it. I like Emma Stone.
It could still be an Oscar winner. All right? It's like up against Eyes of Tammy Faye or something.
Yeah, for costume design or something, or makeup.
Damn, when was that movie released?
Like February.
Oh shit!
Real
like it's been out like for 3 years and shit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about 101 Dalmatians, and I was like, Brent, it came out a long time ago, not February. You just heard about it? You thought Cruella was a standalone, like a origin story?
Like close one, yeah.
There's going to be more Cruella too, right? That's kind of the weird thing is she signed on or something like that, and
yeah. So the next one, she tries to kill a bunch of pups and like skin them.
I wonder if they're going to start to loop in other dog movies into the Cruellaverse. That'll be. I can't wait for the portal scene.
I heard that they're adding Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn in the sequel, and I think that's going to be really interesting.
Of Cruella?
Yeah, I think that's going to be an interesting.
It's going to be like Civil War, like Aristocats v.
The Aristocats. Yeah, they need to add the Aristocats.
Bring in the fucking Aristocats.
And then it's going to be Cats and Dogs.
Air Bud.
That movie.
It's going to be what Clifford comes in. The
G-Force.
G-Force. Yeah, G-Force.
John.
Yeah, we both
just said G-Force. We have broken fucking brains.
I know, because that movie sucked.
Shit. God damn.
You didn't like
it's all about the Lady and the Tramp with the love story in there in the middle.
Hit us up, Disney. We can be your Cruellaverse writers' room. We can get all. Yeah, have four men.
They all die. All dogs go to heaven at the end.
Boom.
That's not even a Disney, but that's a good one.
Backdoor pilot.
And Cruella goes to hell. I don't know.
That's implied. Okay, here we go. Back to the Future or Lawrence of Arabia. Back to the Future or Lawrence of Arabia. Another David Lean movie.
Ooh, at least we're all on the same page.
Everybody gets Lawrence of Arabia.
Hey, Drew, a slip of the tongue.
I know.
Yeah.
Drew wrote.
What did you say? What?
Oh wait!
Wow! Oh, you fucked up the.
I messed up the sizes.
I was like, oh,
but it's Back to the Future. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess so.
But a couple of fucking good ass movies.
I know.
Some of the best.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
The Passion of the Christ or Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. Star Wars Episode 3.
Wait, hold on. Fuck, let me think about this one.
The Passion of the Christ or Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith.
Think of it, John. One of them is a part of a religion, and the other one
is a part of a religion.
Oh, love that.
Don't you remember when your churches would put you in a bus and take you to Episode 3?
That's my fucking Jedi church.
Yeah. Made you feel real bad.
I saw Passion with my church, and it was dreadful. It's a good movie, though.
You did that, Brent. Your sins did that to him.
I know someone in high school who went to go watch like Episode 3 at midnight, then watched it again at 3 a.m., and then came to school like just having no sleep. And I was like, holy shit, twice in one day. It's insane.
These two movies actually share a lot of common themes, The Passion of the Christ and Episode 3. I'm not going to tell you which ones. You'll have to figure that out. But
one is torturous to watch, and the other
is The Passion of the Christ. Okay, here we go. You are all correct. You all guessed Passion of the Christ. Passion of Christ barely edges out Episode 3, The Phantom Menace, as one of the highest grossing rated R films until the opposite of The Passion of the Christ, the Joker beat it for Highest grossing.
Oh,
Dog
Deadpool was on top for a while. I think,
yeah,
right?
that's true. And then good old Jokey Joke came along. Hee hee.
Send in the clowns.
Wait, you're not giving points to everybody who gets it right, are you?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Why not? Get a big fat total at the end. It's the same as if nobody gets a point.
All right. Okay. All right.
Basically, I want to spend a lot of time on this because I want our listeners to watch The Passion of the Christ right now. Pause it. Pause this pod. Watch the film.
Brent's gonna print out this log and he's gonna be like, "You see, I really had all the points."
I know. Brent, how many of these ticket sales were just you?
Listen, I saw it 6 times.
That's
I
like
couldn't
that's
get
the devil's
enough.
number, Brent. That's the worst number.
I saw
seen
it 6 times in 6 weeks and 6 months.
Jesus. Wow.
My real name is Damien.
It's funny because when I watched the movie, I asked my mom if it was real, and they legit were like, this movie is 100% a documentary. And I was like, the devil was in the crowd? Like, talking to Jesus? This is wild.
But a lot of the movie, you could say, is truly based on historical stuff that they recognize as being accurate, but then, the ending of him walking out of the tomb and stuff.
Also,
all science fiction, baby. A couple of science fiction films in this category.
Episode 3. All right, here we go.
Is it as accurate as Noah?
Here we go.
Noah slaps. I love
National Lampoon's Animal House or Rocky. National Lampoon's Animal House or Rocky.
This one might be a little deceptive, but they did both come out around the same time. So
everybody chose Rocky.
I find Animal House
Stallone stands
almost
I
unwatchable.
House.
Yeah, I almost find it unwatchable.
It's
I don't know
like
why
a
people
repulsive movie.
I think you have to really put yourself in the mindset of that time, I guess.
I'm an aggressive male in college.
Yeah,
who doesn't take no for an
people
answer.
love Jim Belushi in that movie, and God rest his soul, he was a good comedian, but I think he's so annoying to watch in that movie.
You got to put yourself.
Dude, yeah.
Let's put yourself in the mindset of maybe a Supreme Court justice who wanted to watch a movie and just follow everything that happens in the movie.
Just see himself represented.
Yeah, and then Rocky as well. That movie kind of ages weird too. But it is National Lampoon's Animal House. Actually, if you look at percentage-wise, by a lot, beat Rocky out at the time. Very interesting.
Kind of follows the theme and the arc of Rocky in the film Rocky a little bit.
Next question.
He loses in that one, right?
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or The Sixth Sense? Let the magic begin, it says at the very top. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Wait, hold on. Fuck. Harry Potter was a big one. I was about to say The Sixth Sense as well, but
Chris Columbus,
did you see that fucking trailer for the game? Hoo-wee.
That's going to be a big one. I will say, Lord of the Rings is really impressive, but Harry Potter is a damn impressive, franchise at the time. Of course, now that we know about the lady in charge. But, it's kind of crazy.
It was.
Decades of consistent movies.
The OG Game of Thrones, in a way, you'd say.
Yep. Drew and Brent guessed Sixth Sense. John guessed HP, Hewlett-Packard. They create computers. No, he guessed Harry Potter. And the winner is The Sixth Sense, but only barely.
Sixth Sense was a behemoth, dude. It also stayed in theaters for 8 months.
I remember that. I just thought Harry Potter was a bigger ripple. I don't know. I guess you're right. I remember how big The Sixth Sense was, and yeah,
I remember that bitch throwing up and looking at him scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah, that whole movie scared me as a kid, and watching it now, I'm just like, oh, this isn't even actually like a horror movie.
It's fucking good though. That movie is truly so
arguably M. Night Shyamalan's only good movie. No, just kidding.
Yeah,
well, Unbreakable. Yeah,
I like Unbreakable. Unbreakable kicks me.
He's only made 2 bad movies as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, well, Signs is good.
Check it out. Old
and
Glass.
The Happening is 100%
Glass is good.
Perfect.
I like Glass.
I like Split better than Glass, but
I mean, I do
like Glass. It's all right. Yeah,
Glass is just a big middle finger to the audience.
yeah, definitely.
I appreciate it for that.
Brent and Adam, you're both tied at 5.
My name is Andrew. I'm not Adam. Adam's the other podcast.
I wrote A here. John, you're falling behind. You're 2 behind. So you better step it up.
Oh.
Jaws or The 10 Commandments? That is, I've never actually seen this poster of Jaws. That's
a wild poster. I love
a pretty
that
cool poster. That's like the book, right? Like I feel like that's the book poster, like a paperback novel, like the Peter Benchley one.
Because it says forward Steven Spielberg. Is that what it says?
Dude, I love the billing on that poster. Roy Scheider, Richard Dreyfuss, Robert Shaw, Steven Spielberg.
Hey, guess who dies? You can tell based off of that one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, right.
Moses?
Because he's underwater.
Oh shit.
That's a pretty good poster too. Another biblical movie, huh? We're just a Christian nation, am I right? These high grossing.
Who picked these movies? Did you do this?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, during church.
I knew it.
That movie is epic as fuck and long as hell, but epic as fuck.
And I would say a couple too many brown face characters, but apart from that, I'm just kidding. It is insane. It's good. I remember the creepy guy calling someone the lily of the Nile, and it was the first time I was made uncomfortable for someone else as like a 5-year-old. It's very weird.
Oh wow.
You all guessed 10 Commandments, which means you all get a point because the 10 Commandments, adjusted for inflation, scored more money than Jaws. We're almost done. I think we're very close to being done. The Sound of Music or the Titanic. The Sound of Music or the Titanic.
Oh shit! Hold on, damn it! My fucking space bar. God damn it! I'm in my backspace.
Sound of Music or
tits.
Yeah. I was like, fuck this goddamn backspace. Do it.
You talking about Julie Andrews' tits, Drew? Come on.
Hey, she's a dame. Brent, you guessed Sound of Music. John and Drew. Well, John guessed Titanic. Drew, you guessed something nasty. But it is the Sound of Music. So, Brent, you get a point. You pull ahead. Hey. Wow. Here we go. Final. Well, I don't know if this is the final one.
Wow.
Avengers Age of Ultron or Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. A lot of prequels and a lot of Marvel stuff in the top. A lot of Star Wars and Marvel at the top, huh?
I just know Attack of the Clones was like the weakest of the prequels. So, in terms of box office.
Oh, really?
So it's probably Avengers Age of Ultron, right? No,
well, I don't know.
Out of all the Avengers, maybe? No?
Might be wrong.
Age of Ultron.
Brent, you guessed Avengers. Drew and John, you guessed Attack of the Clones. It's Attack of the Clones.
Hey, we're tied again,
that was so
Brent.
close.
Oh. Attack of the Clones. Attack.
Brent, this is our final slide. But there is a tiebreaker. I've been thinking of a tiebreaker this whole game because I figured this might happen. But John, you're eliminated. Damn. Brent, go ahead and log off. I'm just kidding. No. Brent and Drew, you are tied with 7 each. So you guessed 7 of these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you both. Wait, hold on.
Go over to one's house. Brent, come over here.
Trial by combat. But the combat is who kisses the best. I'm just kidding. No. Brent and Drew, you will each guess a movie in the chat, a movie that we haven't talked about, and whichever film is the highest grossing.
Oh, damn.
Will win. So movie we haven't talked about. Wait, that's not fair. Is it fair?
That doesn't make any sense.
No, wait, it is fair. Adjust it for inflation. Oh, no, Drew, you can't pick.
I win. It's too late. We already did it. We didn't talk about it.
Let's see. No, we talked. No, Gone with the Wind. So here's the top 5: Gone with the Wind, Star Wars, Sound of Music, E.T., Titanic. We've talked about that. The 10 Commandments, Jaws, Dr. Zhivago, Exorcist, Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. That rounds out the top 10. So anything else? Just guess a movie.
Or adjusted for inflation.
Adjusted for inflation. Guess a movie. Adjusted for inflation. Whoever gets the one that is the higher grossing. We'll get this.
Oh, I already know one, but I'm not in it. So,
John, text me real quick.
No, Drew has already locked in a guess.
I said Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wing.
Yeah, with the winged.
Brent, you can't. Are you going to think of like the first movie ever, whenever things cost a nickel, and then inflation wise?
Well, I feel like Drew was maybe a little quick on the draw, to be honest.
Yeah, he definitely was.
I'm trying to.
There's one right off the top of my head in the 90s that was really.
I don't want anything. Not going to give any clues
because we're already going on 30 minutes for this extra episode.
Drew is locked in. He guessed Ben-Hur. I just want people to know, Drew.
A Trip to the Moon.
Ben-Hur. Yeah.
George Méliès.
Yeah. Or just like Horse running.
Yeah.
You know what?
Kiss.
Let's fucking fuck it.
Brent guessed Avatar. Drew guessed Ben-Hur. I'm not even going to read what Drew's second guess is because that movie, if I'm not mistaken, was just free in every school at the time. This is insane because you both guessed the number 14 and the number 15 movie.
Oh.
And Brent got it.
One on top of each other. And number 14 is Ben-Hur with $896 million.
Brent, this game was catered to you, Brent.
$890
this game was
million.
catered to you, and you listened to that podcast that you told us in the beginning.
So, Drew,
I'm pissed. I'm so fucking mad. What was 13, 12, and 11?
So 11
Terminator
was
2. Terminator 2 had to have been there.
11 was The Force Awakens. Then 12 was 101 Dalmatians, which we already talked about. Number 13, right above Ben-Hur, was The Empire Strikes Back.
Wow. Oh, I should have stuck with a older franchise. God damn it. Yeah.
And honestly, though,
I wasn't quick on the draw. I was trying to think of old movie. Boom.
I can't tell you how impressed I am because in terms of like every movie ever, we talked about like the top 13 already.
Yeah.
And then we all guessed 14 and 15, like the ones right after it.
Yeah.
Wow. Wild stuff. Maybe we are VO boys.
Fucking Drew's was impressive because I was good. Like, I don't think Ben-Hur's going to be in the top.
I don't think you put much thought.
Hey, I did.
Just like
you think I didn't? I'm just kidding. I was trying to make Brent loose because it was catered to him.
Was there any of these movies that were really surprising to you that were in the top?
101.
Yeah, 101
was surprising.
I didn't see that.
That's my guess, Ben-Hur. I'm just kidding.
A little bit.
I did not know.
I think Zhivago is always very impressive to me because
I was gonna. My first guess was I was gonna say Casablanca because of old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other movies in the top that I wouldn't have guessed was The Sting. I don't even know about this movie, but it's the number 21 movie.
Redford.
It's called The Sting from the.
You don't know about Redford?
The big hit is in there.
Yeah, The Graduate is there. The rest of it makes sense to me. Thunderball is in the top too, which is kind of wild.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was gonna be MASH the movie.
MASH is in the top 50 too. Well, thanks so much for playing, everyone. Thanks everyone for listening. I hope that you all got a little something out of this.